Hello everyone, I am Sujata Singh, Faculty of Chemistry. I welcome you all to an official YouTube of SRN International School. In this video, I am going to discuss the structure of an atom for grade 9. Let's begin. Topics to be covered are history of the atom and the atomic models like Thomson's model, Rutherford's model, and Bohr's model. In 460 BC, Democritus, who was a Greek philosopher, developed the concept of the atoms and he called it as atoma, which means indivisible in Greek. He pounded up materials in his pestle and mortar until reduced to smaller particles. He believed that everything in the universe was made up of atoms which were macroscopic and indestructible. In 1808, John Dalton, who was an English chemist, proposed that all matter was made up of tiny spheres which were able to bounce around with perfect elasticity. He called them atoms. They are indivisible and indestructible building blocks. He suggested while all atoms of an element were identical, different elements had atoms of different mass and size. He is best known for introducing his atomic theory called as Dalton's atomic theory into chemistry. It was in 1898 where Sir Joseph John Thomson, who was a British physicist and Nobel laureate in physics, credited with the discovery of the electron, the first subatomic particle to be discovered. J Thompson experiment with cathode ray tube showed that all atoms contains tiny negatively charged subatomic particles and he called them as electrons. After the discovery of electrons, the other subatomic particles were discovered called as protons and neutrons. The presence of positively charged particles called as proton in an atom had been first observed in 1886 by Eugene Goldstein. Then in February 1932, after experimenting for only about 2 weeks, Sir James Chadwick, the British physicist, discovered neutron and was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1935. So the three subatomic particles, proton, neutron and electron, they had the mass, like proton had 1 unit mass and charge positive, which was having a +1 of charge. Neutron with 1 unit mass but with no charge, and electron which was having a negligible mass and also having the charge of -1. Soon after the discovery of subatomic particles of an atom, scientists were eager to figure out the distribution of these particles within the atom. Several atomic models were proposed to explain the structure of atom. Let's learn about three of these atomic models that have led to our current concept of the atom. The first one is Thomson's atomic model. The plum pudding model is one of the several historical scientific models of the atom. It was proposed by J Thompson in 1904, soon after the discovery of the electron. In this model, the atom is composed of electrons surrounded by a suit of positive charge to balance the electron's negative charge, like negatively charged plums, which are embedded in positively charged pudding. He also considered that the mass of the atom is assumed to be uniformly distributed all over the atom. Rutherford's atomic model. Ernest Rutherford confirmed that the atom had a concentrated center of a positive charge and relatively large mass. He directed the famous Geiger-Marsden experiment in 1909 and later on as alpha particle scattering experiment using gold foil, which suggested, according to Rutherford's 1911 analysis, that J Thompson's so-called plum pudding model of the atom was incorrect. Based on the experimental results, Rutherford gave his new model of the atom, And the features are: first, the atom is mostly an empty space. Second, the nucleus is positively charged and has a very small size. Third, the nucleus is surrounded by electrons moving with a very high speed in circular paths called orbits. Next we come to Bohr's atomic model. The great Danish physicist Niels Bohr suggested that electrons in the simplest atom like hydrogen atom travel in defined circular orbits around the nucleus. In 1913, Niels Bohr gave postulates for hydrogen atom. First, electrons move around the nucleus in a circular path of fixed radius and energy. Second, these paths are called orbits or stationary states or allowed energy states. Thirdly, these orbits are arranged concentrically around the nucleus and were given the names as K, L, M, N shells. The lowest energy is found in the smallest orbit, that is K shell, and radiation that is absorbed or emitted when an electron moves from one orbit to another. Dear students, I hope you must have understood the topic. Keep learning, keep exploring. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos. Namaskar.